Morning, tubers. Well, the furnace is running in the garage. It is, I think it's October 27th or 28th, and it is minus 9 degrees outside Celsius. So we had quite a weather change this last few days. It was plus 14 just 2 days ago. So we are going to change our emphasis now from lawn and garden stuff to wood stuff. I've had this old McCulloch chainsaw laying around for a very long time. I'm sure it's gummed up. I probably haven't touched it in 10 years. But it has little or no wear on it at all because it's a McCulloch. And I'm just going to take it apart and see if we can recover the carburetor without buying a carburetor kit. I always do that first. Or if I have to head down and buy another Walgro or Zama carb kit. So here's what we've got. Get a rag here. McCulloch Mini Mac 25. So we're going to get it cleaned up and see what we can do with it. So I'm going to take the screws off the rewind and the carburetor access, and we'll see how far we have to go to get it running. BTHV1 over and out. Well, sorry about that, tubers. I always get carried away and then I take stuff apart and you don't get a chance to see how it comes apart. But basically I just started from one end and worked my way to the other, and now I just extracted the fuel tank and the motor from the assembly, which is here. And it just pulls out very, actually not that bad. But I think this is where McCulloch gets the reputations that they're hard to work on, because you have to take the whole thing apart to work on the whole thing. So there's the carburetor. I'm going to give it just a quick clean, and we'll get this thing back together again and see if she runs. Interesting tank. So lots more cleaning up to do. I'll come back in. Well, my fellow tuber Donny Boy 73 was absolutely right. Now this McCulloch saw is a mini Mac, they call it, but it still has all of the horrible features of the bigger saws. The whole thing assembles in one huge step. You have to have the throttle lined up with the linkage. You have to have the oiler compartment plugged in with the gas tank plugged in. There's no external lines. And the whole thing has to line up and plug in together at the same time with the grommet on the carburetor and the behind this door is the clutch. That all has to be absolutely lined up perfectly. And then there's little fuzzy grommets on the top of the tanks that have to line up perfectly at the same time as the whole thing slides in. And then the worst part is trying to connect the throttle linkage. And at the same time it goes together, this oiling bar right here has to go on. So it is a nightmare. And I am just going to cut the handle off this guy and take the rewind off. Maybe not even that. Maybe somebody will find it in the recycle bin and think they've really got something. But I'm done with it. I don't even want the coil. So, Donny Boy 73, you are absolutely right. I thought this one might be different because the screws for the rewind were on the outside. But nope, she's what you call a mechanic's delight. If you were charging by the hour on that one, this is my own personal saw. It was given to me, by the way. Isn't that strange? If you were charging by the hour, a person could get rich on something like that. So anyway, I'm going to drain the fluids out of it, and it's going away. BTH-V1 over and out. Hey tubes. So to recap, I put 3 to 4 hours of work into this little saw, and I did get it back together again, but I couldn't even get it to fire. I could get it to fire with the gas I poured into the carburetor, but even that's difficult because you have to take off 2 layers of material to get at the air cleaner. Or you can pour a little gas right into the, penetrating oil works good, right into the hole, and it'll fire a couple of times. But as far as anything else, because it all fits together with one piece, if any of that combination of stuff starts to go bad, it won't run. And it's hard to put back together. So I am going to chuck this baby and go on to the next one. I've got a couple of chainsaws laying around here, as most collectors of fine machinery do. And I am going to go through them all and get rid of the ones that are no good. So anyways, this one is going to the metal recycler.